Welcome to another Warhammer React. This time we're learning about the most serious Primarch, Dorn. What's that? He has a poop fault? Enjoy! Will the audio for DK be good in this one? Or will once again it be terrible? It's not starting. Why is it making me look like a fool? Start. I don't hear any audio. I don't hear any audio. Hold on. Did I have the tab muted like an idiot? I had the tab muted. Pay no mind to me, for I simply made mistakes. Anyway, as I was saying, we're gonna learn about ROGAL Dorn. So yeah.
Welcome everyone to another episode of the Adeptus Ridiculous podcast. My name is DK Diamantes, and as always, my co-host is Bricky. He's going to be hitting us with those sweet Warhammer 40k facts and ridiculous stuff and whatever. If you enjoyed today's podcast, heading over to patreon.com.
Speaking of the Machine God, just a fun fact for you. Ever since the first Adeptus Ridiculous episode that we watched, where my printer started going ham when I was saying I don't like the Machine God, I have never plugged it back in.
.com/Adeptus Ridiculous, where you can get access to our Discord, bloopers if they happen, an absolutely yoked Ultramarine poster just ripped to shreds, and yeah, patreon.com/Adeptus Ridiculous. And Bricky will now tell you about book club merch and, you know, other pertinent information for your everyday life.
Pertinent. The book club, do remember we are finishing up Krieg. We should have that out this week, so make sure you get that shit done.
I do want to learn about them.
Or maybe this week or next week. Whenever it comes out. For merch, orchidate.com, hit that up. Check out your stuff, shirts, hoodies, etc. We actually ran out of dice.
Damn.
But hopefully we'll be restocked at the end of the month.
Oh, I forgot to tell you guys the other video we're watching that's Warhammer related later on in the stream. We're going to also be watching the Katachan video for the first time. So I'm finally going to see how bad the planet is. It's the Pancreas one. So I'm looking forward to learning about it. Anyway.
And then one final thing. We are also partnered with Collectible Squids, a wonderful little wargaming shop, I guess is the term, based out of the frightening land of Florida. And we don't want them in Florida anymore. So you need to give them their money.
Yeah.
Your money in order to get stuff. But they offer Warhammer stuff as well as various other items at awesome bundles and at a lower than retail cost, a flat shipping fee, and you can get
what are the specific units called from the blueberries that have the eagle wings on the lower part of the helmet? I know I wanted to get it in Space Marine too. But that, like, I know people also don't like the well, people love blueberries, but people like to say they don't like the blueberries. Those units are some of the coolest looking Space Marines. They're so damn cool looking.
15%, right?
Yeah,
I think
so.
Yeah, by using code ADRIC at their store. We'll have a link in the description. Check it out. If you're looking to buy anything, go ahead. We get a little bit of commission as well, and it supports them, and they're longtime fans of the channel.
Yeah, if you check their site too, they have a little section that they sell
Okay, I'm sorry to pause on this already because it's not even relevant. Do you guys remember when there was the amiibo shortages when they first came out, when like Super Smash Brothers came out in conjunction with the amiibos, and these things were sold out and they were scalped like to the moon? I remember Little Macs were worth like $120. I remember how bad it got. Marth was worth like $100. It was terrible.
He's based on what we talk about. So at some point, their site will be updated, and if you go to the This Week on Adric little blurb, I think it's under the Warhammer tab, you can actually see the shit we talk about.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, DK. Today's a day.
Yeah, today's a day.
Today's a day. Today is, in fact, a day. It is, in fact, April the 11th.
Hold on.
You know what that means.
Hold on. Dawn, what are you doing? What are you... Don't look at... What are you... Oh, my God. Oh. Hold on. Oh. Come on, don't do that to your... Oh. Oh. Okay. Dawn doing Dawn things. Dawn doing Dawn things. She just climbed onto a shelf to knock over some of Yura's miniatures. She just literally just went. She climbed on 2 shelves and like, I'm gonna destroy your stuff. Yeah. What a frame to close.
Doing an episode of Adeptus Ridiculous.
You're goddamn right.
Let's go.
I'm so shocked you got it like that. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah. Let's go.
Remember back in the day when I was the dumb one?
Oh no, you still are.
Exactly. So, here's a quote for you to start this one off. You know, we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna penetrate this like a bowling ball does a bowling pin.
Oh boy.
All right. Do not look to us for kindness. Do not look to us for hope. We are not the kind children of this new age. We are the rocks of its foundation. If you wish hope, then look to what we make. If you wish kindness, then look to those who will come after us.
Oh,
honestly,
boy.
not a bad quote.
These sound like very not nice people.
You may not have gotten the point of the quote.
Well, I mean, they sound like they're very strict. Like they sound kind of Imperium to me.
Okay. The Imperium are in fact not nice.
Sorry, Dawn is now in the kitchen, and she's trying to attack the bottle cleaner. I think she's hopefully gonna calm down. Maybe. No, she's not. No. She is now attacking a bag. Oh, my kitten. My lovely little kitten. Hold on, chat. Hold, please. Oh, my God, Dawn. Oh, my God. No. You're a little evil demon. What? I see what you were trying to do. Oh, my God. Okay, so she was using the bag that had cardboard in it because I was cleaning up and I didn't get a chance to get rid of it yet because obviously I was rushing to start stream. And she decided to use it as a platform to try getting to the counter so she could attack the bottle cleaner. It's insane. She's such a little goober.
No, they're not nice. I would have to guess it's some kind of Space Marine faction.
Okay.
The Foundation. It sounds like they like building things. I don't know. Maybe
building. Who builds walls?
Who does Dorn lead again?
He leads the Imperial Fists.
Are we doing an Imperial Fist episode?
Are you saying that just because we talked up Black Templars in the last episode?
Partially yes, but also like they sound like they're all about building, all about following, very strict rules and shit like that. And that sounds like a Dorn Fist thing.
Your logic is strange, however, you are correct.
Let's go, baby!
It's finally time, and I have very bad news.
Oh my God,
DK.
Dawn! Dawn, stop! What are you doing? Stop! Why can't you be normal? I need like a little time. Why are you being like this today? What are you doing? What are you doing? Come here. You can sit on my lap. I'll give you attention. You just have to not break things. Come here. All right, come to chat. Okay, she's staying with me now. Against her will, she is in my lap. You gonna be good now? You're gonna be good, and you're gonna sit on my lap for a little bit while we watch this video. Okay? You're not allowed to escape. No. You're staying with me now. You're staying with me now. You are now part of the stream, Dawn. You tried to break everything. You have tried. No. She's trying to get off my lap. No. You stay on my lap now. We're watching the video.
He can read.
No.
Dorn can't read.
Yeah,
guys.
I was shocked.
No.
Shocked.
No.
I don't care what you say. He can't read.
I did my research. I think he can read.
I don't think you did your proper due diligence if you're telling me he
She's
can
being
read.
a little demon.
But But he read.
End the episode.
Tries to stream. Dawn took that personally. Yeah, it's like every time we say Dorn, she thinks that we're talking about her, and she's like, "Oh, this means I can wreak havoc." No, stop. She's climbing over me with all the talons. This video has just become exponentially long just because she's gonna spend the next she's climbing on me. Dawn, where are you gonna go? You're just climbing to the top of the chair. There's nowhere to jump. Girly pop, where are you gonna jump? I can't grab it. She's on my shoulder. I can't even grab her. Oh, she managed. She parkoured her way to the other chair. Okay. All right, back to the video.
Right here, that's it. Thanks for coming, everyone.
All right, thanks everyone. You now know all about Dorn. You know that he can in fact read.
No, that's fake news, dude. That's fucking fake news.
Go the outro, Shy.
Yep, toss it up. So tell me more about literate Dorn.
Yes, we're talking about Dorn, and yes, the reason we're doing it this time is because we haven't done a Marine Legion in forever, because it takes so much goddamn research to do.
I bet.
And because we've covered most of the Marine Legions that I know about already, and so I'm kind of flying blind for some of these, so I gotta do a lot of fucking research. And we did talk about the Black Templars a little bit in the last episode, so I think it was about time that we talk about the guy you know nothing about, yet you seem to like because you think his armor is cool.
His armor is cool. You cannot deny that.
All right. Not to offend people, I think his armor is whatever. I think his armor is very whatever. Like, if you want I think a better looking gold armor is our boy Sanguinius. Like, I'm sorry, I think that Dorn's armor, it fits him thematically because it's a boxy armor, and boxy armor, wall builder, I get it. But, like, it's just very whatever to me. But again, I'm also someone who hates Terminator. I know it's not Terminator armor, but I was saying I also hate the design of Terminator armor, so I don't really like overly clunky armor. So I know that I'm the outlier in that.
He has some boss level drip.
He does. He is literally a giant gold eagle with a chainsaw sword the size of a human man.
Yeah, he's like, his armor is like the embodiment of like the Imperium logo, like that big gold Aquila, right? That's him.
It's just a gold
That's him.
Go.
Pretty much. See, that's the funny thing about Dorn and the Imperial Fist. Like, if you took every Space Marine Legion and you wanted to describe them in one word, you probably could. Like, the Ultramarines are balanced, White Scars are speed.
I'm sorry, ROGAL Dorn is trains. And Legos. And Dino Nuggies not mixing with his mashed potatoes. Gotta separate them on the plate. Can't have conflicting textures.
Salamanders is fire, Night Lords is fear, World Eaters is hate, you know, that kind of stuff. You know, there's always like one word for it. If you had to do Dorn and the Imperial Fists, it would probably be duty.
You said duty. Ah. Sorry, I couldn't help it.
End the episode, Shy. Put the outro again.
And end it again.
No, poor Shy!
Duty is arguably the best one I could think of. I look at like the Ultramarines as the jack of all trades Astartes kind of group. I look at the Imperial Fists a lot like the ones that fully embody what it means to be a Space Marine. Like,
okay.
Like what is the main gun that a Space Marine carries?
I want to make sure I say this right. It's the bolter.
I'm not gonna lie though, the aesthetic of the giant shield walls, that slaps. I love the hyper defense. I do. Like, as much as I've already teased the fact of Dorn, just because of like the community and everything else, the hyper defense aspect is really appealing.
Yeah, it's the bolter, right? The bolter. Now, the Ultramarines, they like their bolter, but they're also they're like a jack of all trades. They can do lots of stuff. The Imperial Fists really fucking like bolters. They love their bolters. They love their bolters, their bolt rifles, their heavy bolters, their like storm bolters. Like, in game, even they have a bunch of buffs for when they use bolters.
It's a sick gun, to be fair. I can't say I blame them for being all in on the bolter.
Yeah, well, it's like the idea that the
Oh, is it because I say defense instead of defense? Is that why you guys are going defense? You guys don't give me crap for saying coffee and water, but you guys are getting me for defense. Oh, that's funny. That's so funny. Also, you guys got to give me a good thing that you guys would like. I'm saying redundancy of saying you guys. You need to give me something you would like for the next membership goal. I haven't done a membership goal on YouTube for like a month or so, but I wanna keep on rewarding you guys, or not rewarding. I guess thanking you guys is a better term because it's something to say thank you when we hit milestones. So aside from the fact that I'm gonna add a bunch of emotes, I want to know if there is anything that you guys would like for a milestone. Because if you do, I want to be able to give it to you all. I mean, Tetra pronounces defense correctly, the British way. Look. I don't mind some British terminology for how to say things. The only one that I really will ever like fight with the British for, and mind you, I love my British viewership. I have a lot. I love my British friends. I want to beat them up in Minecraft sometimes, but I love them. Because they always like to banter and they like to argue. They just like to argue. But like the chips and fry debate, I think is silly. Because the arguments against them are kind of silly, which whatever. But the one that always will drive me up a wall, no pun intended, because we're talking about the wall Primarch, is the boot and the bonnet. Because people, I've spoken with people who will actively argue with me that the boot makes more sense than the term trunk. Like hood and bonnet, sure, you could argue both of them are kind of silly. But trunk makes more sense than the boot. Boot does not make sense to me. Because you don't store things in a boot. I understand it's at the back and at the end of something, but you store things in a trunk. And even the British use the term trunk for a storage device or an older storage device. That's the only one I will argue with my lovely Brits. And hello, Zinth, how are you? All right. Anyway. We're going to get back into... Oh, yeah. So I was asking what you guys would like as a membership goal. Sorry, I got sidetracked a little bit there. My bad. My bad. It happens sometimes. And when I sometimes, I mean a lot of the time. But, like, that's fine. Everybody's all happy and dandy. But yeah, let me open up Studio real quick, and I can tell you guys how close we are to a milestone, and we can go from there. Ba-ba-bum. Okay. La-da-da-da-da. Okay, I'm trying to, I have to do it based on Alfarius, I think, because if I do it based on Lil Beans, it gets skewed because of Gifted. So let me just do this. Okay. All right, we are currently at 59 Alfarius. I'll do Alfarius and Gillimoms together. We're at 59 Alfarius, and we are at... well, the total with Gillimom and Alfarius is 79. So if we hit, what do we want to say, 90? You want to say 90? So 11 Alfarius to... or do we just make it an even 100 and just take longer to achieve a goal? If we make it 100, I'll make it a bigger reward or a bigger thank you. If it's like 90, I'll do something still. I want to make sure that people... I'll do both. I can do goals for both too. But anyway, I would, but I'm engaged in lives. No. Okay, first and foremost, I will always say this. Always put yourself first. Do not spend money if you do not have the ability to spend money. Like that goes without saying. But I'm just saying that if people do join with memberships, I want to reciprocate with something for you, is all I'm trying to say. I want to be able to reciprocate other than just the blueberries having their little circle jerk over in the Discord. That's all. Okay, all right. Going back to the video. Okay. Wait. Okay, there we go. Boop.
Imperial Fists take the concept of being a space marine and turn that shit to 11. So,
Okay.
Dorn. ROGAL Dorn. ROGAL Dorn is the Primarch of the 7th Legion. The one found right before our sad man Conrad. Oof. And, of course, the Imperial Fists, the yellow and I believe black trim I'm going to, I think it's black trim.
Sure.
Yeah, yellow and black trim. Their symbol, it is literally a giant fucking hand fist.
They're walking hazard
And
signs.
they, and ROGAL Dorn, their Primarch, is also known as the Vigilant, the Praetorian of Terra,
Okay.
the unyielding.
Not gonna lie. Does he have a good helmet for this model? Because that model's kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. They rounded the shoulders a bit more. I kind of like that. I kind of love that with the colors and the cape. If he has a cool helmet on that model, that's actually really cool looking. That's a lot better than I thought. Like, a lot better than I thought.
One. All these kinds of, like, I am a big brick of a human being names.
Dorn is also the one that built the Emperor's Palace?
Yes, we'll get to that a little later when we talk about him and Perturabo.
Trying to get fisted, no.
But he was born on a planet known as Nitwit, named after you. And
Okay, I see how it is. I was gonna say he's a nitwit because he can't read, you know, but fine. Just take a burn at me. I'm fine. I'll take it on the chin. I don't give a fuck.
you hate if you took it on ROGAL Dorn's chin, it would reflect back at you.
Oh yeah, he's got a chiseled jaw of steel.
Actually, the planet's name is Inuit, but you know I could.
It doesn't have a helmet. See, that upsets me, right? Because you look at like the lion figure, right? My Lionel Johnson. It has the option for a helmet. Just Lionel Johnson's just way better looking, right? Like the Charles Dance version of not Tywin Lannister well, he is Tywin Lannister, but of Lionel Johnson just looks so damn hot. You know, Dorn doesn't have that oomph, you know, when it comes to the face. Kirshi, what the heck? Thank you so much. Unknown, Nugent, Strider. Oh, no, Strider didn't get it. Bacon, Jarl, and Wombat, enjoy your gift membership. You didn't need to do that, you goober. You didn't need to do that, but thank you very much. That was very kind of you. It's very, very kind of you. Mwah.
Okay, gotcha.
He's born on a planet called Inuit.
No, not Charles Manson. Charles Dance, the actor who played Tywin Lannister, because Lionel Johnson looks like a 1-to-1 to him.
And it was a cold-ass ice planet. It was a tidally locked... You know what tidally locked means, right?
Tidally locked?
Yeah, it's a tidal-locked planet. It's, the planet doesn't spin. Or if it does, it, like...
he's learning new
It spins
terms.
at the same rate that it rotates the star. So one side is always daytime, like one side is always nighttime, and it never changes.
Oh, wow, that sounds annoying.
Yeah, there's a couple...
Can we make that like just canon facts? Dorn doesn't like the feeling of a helmet on his head. He feels trapped and panics.
couple planets like that in the universe, and so for this one, and the sun that they were orbiting is this faded, super old sun. So on one side you have faded sunlight, on the other side you have
Also, if
perpetual
filing my nails
darkness.
is too loud, just let me know.
You've got frozen mountains, these mass like crevices that are just made in these frozen dunes and mazes, and beasts stalk the entire wilderness.
Oh,
Of course.
There is almost no value of this planet whatsoever. There are no resources, the seas are all buried and lifeless, and the native fauna murders people.
Oh.
Yeah, makes sense.
That's unfortunate.
The only real power that this planet has is its people, who are barbaric, but not unsophisticated.
Oh, okay.
With time, with ROGAL Dorn being there for a while, like there were leftover orbital platforms and areas in this solar system that was here. You know, like they're not just straight up nomadic con level stuff where they were kind of like the warring tribes and they were intense in swords. Like they had tech,
Okay.
they had stuff, and the people mainly taught the concept that endurance is survival. Right?
Yeah.
The price of weakness is death. Weakness is death for both you and for your fellow kin.
Okay. So they're pretty strong. They're pretty resilient. They're pretty reliable. I mean, I guess living on a planet like that, you kind of have to be.
Yeah, and you need to be tough, but you need to be unbreakable. That's
Okay.
kind of the thing. Because if you break, not only do
that makes
you
sense with how
die,
he
but
ended up.
all your friends die. Your clan dies. So the Inuit people eventually did move to the stars, and they had like ice hives, and they had starships.
Wait. So did Dorn? They didn't say that Dorn helped them get to the stars, right? Like they were at the stars by the time Dorn was just living there. Because if Dorn got them to be spacefaring, that's really impressive. Because I did not hear Bricky say anything about like Dorn took over the planet at this point. Just said Dorn was there. Unless I just missed that, which is possible. Very possible.
And they had orbital weapon platforms and all that stuff. But even so, it never got any easier for the warlords and matriarchs. Like the top level people lived the same as the lower level people in the sense of like how tough their lives were.
Okay, so you didn't get any sort of relief just because you were ranked higher than someone.
Oh, okay, thank you,
Life
Strider.
still sucked just as much.
Okay, so to clarify, they were already spacefaring, living on orbital lifts. Gotcha. So they were already doing this before Dorn got. Thank you. Okay, cool. All right, good to know.
I'm sure there was maybe like a little bit, but yeah, you still had to live hard.
Right. So is there much of a like so there's not much of a class discrepancy, like a high lord or something isn't gonna like, look down on like a civilian or a low guard because everybody's life is equally bleh.
I mean, there is like clan leaders and higher level people, but they still do labor, they still like, they're not just behind a big fluffy desk.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Everyone lives a hard, rough life because you need to live a hard, rough life in order to live in general.
Right.
All right, this is gonna sound like a really weird take because I know that this is just kind of a meme. If that setup worked, that'd be kind of cool. Like how neat. I know this is not even Warhammer related. It's just a meme that Shai posted. I know it's irrelevant. I know the people in the video who are watching this when I make it like a regular long form video, like why are you going on a tangent for this? But the idea of like just going up to like an old computers in the woods and it works and it's just kind of cozy in a weird, cool, quirky way. In the same way that like having a tree fort, Maybe I'm just being weird. All right, but leave me alone. All right, I'm sorry. I think it was kind of cool.
Everybody chips in.
Everyone has a part to play. Mm-hmm. So Dorn,
this is what happens when you live in the city your whole life. You yearn for the forests. You yearn for the woods when you're a metropolitan girly all your life. You're just like, I yearn for the woods. The woods sounds fun.
Unfortunately has Khan syndrome, where not much is known about his growing up. You don't know much. You know that he, the Khan lived on Chagoris. He had these planes and this and that, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Horus, we don't know jack shit about him, of all people.
Yeah.
So Dorn's similar.
I'm assuming this is another case of, look, it doesn't really matter how they grew up. What matters is what they did after they became a Primarch. After, them growing was like, oh yeah, they had a normal childhood. They did the normal Imperium thing. Whatever. That doesn't matter. What matters is what ROGAL Dorn is about to do when he becomes like a Primarch or when he's found as a Primarch, blah, blah, blah. Who cares how he grew up?
Agreed. And it's a little bit interesting to understand Dorn as a character and what he stands for. So yeah, it is mainly like the Khan, where it's about the after stuff. Mm-hmm. So he was raised on this planet. Little of him is known or talked about. He was a young man named ROGAL, and he was adopted by the House of Dorn.
Okay.
Simple.
ROGAL Dorn, yeah, makes sense.
ROGAL Dorn. The clan's patriarch was his adoptive grandfather. And even after his grandfather was long dead, he kept a fur-edged robe that his grandfather had, and he slept with it every night.
Oh, he had a little blankie.
No, he actually has security, but please tell me he doesn't still have it. Please tell me he doesn't still have it. I mean, it's okay if he does, but...
Dorn actually had a blankie that his grandfather had.
Isn't that sweet?
It's kind of...
It's so wholesome.
It's kind of funny, but to me, reading about Dorn now, but like, yeah, he had a blankie. I think he might still have it.
He probably does.
He like keeps in like a special lockbox and just letting anyone see it. He's like,
yeah,
it's like my blankie.
Blankie.
So 40 years after his grandfather had eventually passed, the Emperor then arrived. And this was a huge boon for Big E because not only did he regain his 7th Primarch, ROGAL, but he regained a major star-spanning human.
Well, you guys want to know something crazy? In all the time that I have been learning Warhammer, and I've learned a lot about the Primarchs, and I learned about Dorn a ton, I had yet to have it spoiled for me that he is dead. So now I know. I'm sure it would have come up in the video, but I actually did not know he was dead. Dorn is actually one of the few people I did not know the outcome of. So I was really looking forward to learning about it in this one. So, you know, leave it to you guys to drop that on me, you know, on the Dorn video. We know out of all the times to do that. But, you know, okay, all right. Well, I guess I now know he's dead.
Society.
Oh yeah.
Like,
are they spacefaring at this point? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so that's got to be huge for the Imperium and for the Emperor to get a spacefaring group of people and one of your Primarchs. That's got to be the big time.
I mean, I don't think it was as crazy as when he rolled up to Gilliman, and Gilliman had like half the system.
Oh, he's not dead. He's just missing. Okay, so he's like every other Primarch. Okay.
Or whatever the hell he had. He had Ultramar and this giant.
I was wondering why.
Doing all
I would
his
have heard it
taxes
if
and crap.
he was like
Oh
dead.
man, it's April. It's tax.
Like, the amount of times that you guys as a community have told me, like, even new people who come in and say Alfarius is dead, Dorn killed out, like, the amount of times I've heard that comment is like innumerous, right? But like no one has said anything about the outcome of Dorn, so I just kind of assumed that he's just sitting there twiddling his thumbs on his wall.
Season.
Yeah, prepare to lose all your money.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, I already took care of all that shit, so I'm good, but it hurt. It hurt.
It hurt. But anyway, so yeah, he regained both, and he arrived with something known as the Phalanx. And let me show you the Phalanx, because the Phalanx is a
ship.
thing.
Is it like the Greeks did the
This thing's like the size of the moon,
phalanx,
right?
Where everybody locks their shields together so there's no weaknesses?
That's what the Phalanx, the move was. This Phalanx is a ship.
Whoa! Oh yeah, I think I've seen this before. It doesn't get any less impressive though, but good God, it's like a floating cathedral.
It is, I believe, the largest Imperial ship ever.
Damn.
No, I don't want emotes only. It's fine. Normally chat doesn't like drop every single bit of fact on me at one time. I kind of was like led to like known ahead of time when it came to Dorn that it was gonna be a little bit, you know, a little bit Dino Nugget energy. But like, yeah, guys, I'm watching it. Chime in with the things that are going on. You don't need to tell me every single detail of his lore. I'm probably gonna learn it. I'm probably gonna learn it. So it's cool. Don't worry. You don't need to spoil every detail that you know about Dorn. I know you guys are super smart. Yes, you're all super smart. You have your big boy pants on. I give you pats on the head. I love you all. You're all super big brain, and you know all the Warhammer stuff. Good boys. Mwah, 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 mwah. I love you. Okay, now let me watch Dorn.
Well, that might just be perspective, but that dwarfs that star. It dwarfs that sun.
Oh yeah, it doesn't necessarily dwarf the star or the sun. In actuality, yeah, that's just perspective.
Perspective, yeah. That's fucking massive, though. Holy shit.
I can't find I gotta find like a scale of this thing, because I'm pretty positive it is the largest ship out there, and it is bigger than anything else that they've made. I think it's even bigger than like the Blackstone Fortress that Abaddon has.
Whoa, the ones that he just sort of
Wait, it's bigger? Wait, okay, so wait, the Black Star Fortress is the one that I remember being the size of the moon, the one that was like thrown at Cadia, right? So it's even larger than the Black Star Fortress, which, if I remember correctly, there was like 4 of those in total, right? 3 or 4 of those. But that's insane if it's larger.
at the Fall of Cadia?
Exactly. I think it's larger, or like at least a similar size.
God damn.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's fucking enormous.
What are those classified as? Super fortresses or something?
I don't even know if it has a particular name. It's just known as the Phalanx.
Back in the day, his dead body was encased in amber in the Phalanx. They retconned it, and they have just one missing hand now. Gotcha. Thank you, Alex.
All right.
Cool. And then basically the Emperor arrived with the Phalanx, and that became the main source of everything Dorn did. Because like, despite him having Inuit and all this as like a home planet, he doesn't run his legion from his home planet. He is the Imperial Fists are a nomadic legion, and they run all of their shit from the Phalanx.
That's so cool, though.
Oh, so it was so
I
Dorn
kinda
didn't
love
actually
that.
build this thing. The Emperor brought it?
The Emperor brought it.
What?
Oh, I was always under the impression that Dorn.
Bro, you know, I know they joke about how the Emperor, like, favored Dorn over Peter Turbo, but, like, imagine being gifted the Phalanx. Oh my god. That is insane.
Dorn built it because Dorn is such a, he loves building shit. So I kind of figured that, who else would build such a gigantic fucking eyesore than, I shouldn't say eyesore, it's a cool fucking ship, than Dorn. Who else would build it? Well, maybe Perturabo, but he's too busy being Angie.
I believe it is, it was unknown who built it. I believe it was during the Dark Age of Tech.
That would make sense, yeah.
It's a flying hive city.
Okay, not to pause again, like, I like so rapidly, but, like, thought for a moment. If this ship that is the size of a moon is Dark Age of Tech, like this entire thing is Dark Age of Tech, don't you think wouldn't they be able to kind of not dissect it? Wouldn't they be able to like reverse engineer some of the tech if there's so much of it readily available that they'd be able to learn from it? Or is it just so beyond the comprehension that they can make the thing move and they can utilize it, but they can't take anything from it? Because to me, that seems silly. Like, if this entire moon-sized, like, thing.
Yeah.
Like, it is insane. I think it gets close to the size of the Eldar craft worlds, which, are like moving continents.
Yeah, they're floating cities, floating worlds. Yeah, that makes sense.
They're nuts. So
Innovation is
when
heresy.
Big E arrived, like, Dorn didn't really take any time to wait. He was fiercely loyal.
Okay, wait. Another thought, right? I just saw the innovation's heresy comment. So if innovation is heresy, I mean, the whole concept of the heresy or being heretical is from Inquisitors. Inquisitors aren't in the 30k age, right? They're only in the 40k age after Lorgar's manuscript becomes the religion of humanity, right? So if that's the case, then there shouldn't really be Inquisitors in the 30k landscape when he is receiving this ship. So in the 30k landscape, they should be able to innovate. Even though AI is off the table, obviously, because the AI was done way earlier, but the Inquisitors were from 40k, no? Or post-Horus Heresy, Tech Heresy is from... I know Tech Heresy is from Mechanicus, but I thought that was only AI. I thought it was only a Tech Heresy is AdMech. Okay. Tetra Reverse Engineer, learn, innovate. Tech Heresy is going against the dogma of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Okay. I'm trying my best to use the knowledge that I have from this to figure out why they do things that they do. Because I know that sometimes GW is guilty of bad storytelling and bad writing, right? But sometimes there's actually like really cleverly integrated things. Sometimes. So I try to discern like what is really cleverly placed with the deliberate vagueness and what's just bad writing. That's all.
He pledged himself to Big E immediately.
Oh, sorry. AdMechs don't reverse engineer. They're so afraid of messing, except for Call, right? Call just buries his own inventions and then lets them find it, saying that they're old tech.
And he never once
Also
sought
makes sense.
his favor.
Really?
No, Dorn is an interesting guy. He embodies the human quest for truth. And Dorn, I don't believe, has ever lied. And I mean ever.
I mean, that makes sense. I mean, if Dorn and the Imperial Fist are all about duty, honor, serving the Emperor, then yeah, I would imagine their Primarch would be a bit of a Boy Scout. Try to never lie. Try to always do right by the Imperium and by the Emperor. Not do it for personal gain or personal favor, but because it is the right thing to do.
But like, he never lied. So he's like, "Hey, Roller, does this dress make me look fat?" Yes.
Oh.
What do you think? Hey, Rogel Dorn, do you think your fortress could hold back Perturabo's warriors with ease?
Oh,
And, like,
so he is truthful to a fault.
he
Okay. You guys know how you were all saying to me that I would like early on. You thought I would like Perturabo, not for him being a good character or not being likable, but being a good character because of like how spiteful he was. That type of vibe is kind of actually the surprise I'm having with Dorn. I'm kind of just liking how ridiculously simple he is. And I know some people are gonna find that as a negative. I'm still really, I'm just scratching the surface. But so far, there's not anything that I dislike about Dorn. Like, there's literally nothing that I have yet to dislike about Dorn. Perturabo, I think I disliked in like 30 seconds of the video. I think Perturabo I disliked 30 seconds into the video. Dorn, I'm quite literally like, we're 50 minutes in or something like that, or 30, 40 minutes in, and there's nothing I dislike other than the fact that he needs a helmet. Because, like, his model was kind of great except for the face. Also, Commissar, thank you so much for joining Alfarius, or resubbing as Alfarius. Thank you. Dorn found Phalanx repaired, used Big E comes, Dorn gave it to him, then Big E gave it back, kind of how it went. Oh, okay. That's actually really interesting then. That is really interesting. Okay.
He is a brick. He is sometimes, now he's got charisma, but normally the charisma that he has, it comes in the form of speaking to his sons and the work with him. And he's very much like, he's not, if he never lies, who do you think is the person he hates the most?
If he never lies, who does he hate the most?
Yes.
Oh, Alfarius.
Or who would you imagine he's the most at odds with, besides Perturabo?
I don't know. Literally anyone.
Oh, come on, DK.
Because
Use that big
that's a
noggin
really
of yours.
easy one.
Maybe I would assume
If he never lies.
I would assume he.
Oh, yeah. No, Dorn is vanilla to me. Not a lot to dislike, but not super interesting either. So for me right now, I would say that he's like right, like middle of the pack for that exact reason, right? I like the eccentric characters a lot more. But like again, nothing to dislike at this point. Like there's nothing about him I actively dislike. I think that I think memeing him is definitely very, very viable. I think he's a very memeable character because of the way he is. Dorn's a brick, sturdy, makes good walls, can beat him in. Oh, that's funny.
Conrad don't get along well.
Bruh.
Well, what?
It's so
Who
obviously
does he not get along with if he doesn't lie?
I don't know.
Lies.
What? I don't know. Just tell me.
Alfarius.
Oh, yeah, I guess that.
Oh my god, DK.
End the episode, Shy.
I don't know how I forgot all about.
Forget about the Alpha Legion.
How did I forget it? They're so good at what they do. I forgot about them.
All right, there you go. There's your reason.
That's
There's your
a good
reason.
out.
Yeah, that's a good out. Oh, that's right, because Dorn, we talked about this in the Alpha Legion episode. He kills Alfarius.
Shortcake, what are you doing? Why am I saying?
Maybe.
Or Omegon.
Yeah,
he kills one of them.
He kills one of them. We don't know which one, really.
By the way, everybody, say happy birthday to Shortcake. Her birthday was yesterday. She is now 2 years old. My sweet little Flame Point Siamese. She's such a good baby girl. Yes, you are. You're so good. Yes, you are. See, she's not breaking televisions like her little sister. Okay, back to the video.
But he fucks up one of them.
Yeah, he fucks up one of them. But yeah, so besides the Perturabo thing, yeah, him and Alfarius do not get along. But so that's the thing.
That
Like
art is so
Dorn
good,
as a
though.
person is quiet. He's reserved. He's calculating. He's very like, the duty of the Emperor must be done, my sons. We will lead a legion of power, but we will not do blah 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 blah. But he's not above anger. And it's like when you had that person who's always been the calm, calculated family member, and then he actually yells, and you're like, oh my god.
Yeah,
Shit is real bad at this point.
And it's so much scarier because of that.
Yeah. I was going to say, just because you're stoic and calm and you never lie, that does not necessarily put you above getting pissed.
And he has gotten pissed, too. He's actually gotten...
Wait. I think I remember what this picture is from. This is Fists of the North Star? Right? The art strikes me as Fist of the North. I've never actually watched Fist of the North Star, or read it. It just very much reminds me of it.
Like sad and stuff. He just doesn't try to show it. He tries to keep himself very down in emotions. And we'll talk about that a little more later. But for his sons, he basically went to all the Imperial Fists and demanded everything from his sons that he could do. He is like, do it. Like, I expect you to be as good as me. The only person he didn't was a guy, Legion Master Matthias, who he went to and just didn't say anything. Then he saw them all in battle, and he said, you have much to learn and more to do. Except for the Matthias guy, who was like, thank you. That's all he said. And then he named him High Castellan of the Inuit system to replenish their losses and recruit more legionaries. And then he just left. So this Matthias guy is like, I like you. Goodbye.
Okay, so Matthias must be pretty skilled at like everything he does, because Dorn isn't a liar, so he's not going to hold anything
does
back.
Matthias
And he doesn't
have
lie
an
to
innate?
anyone. So if he saw a fault in you, he would tell you like immediately. And if he
That's,
doesn't,
yeah.
yeah, and if he doesn't say anything to this guy, then it's like, damn, dude.
That's the concept. It's like, if you do really well, he'll just look at you and like nod. And that is the same thing as a glowing recommendation.
Yeah.
You know, because he's always so stern. He's always so, but you know, just a simple like, "Youve done well" is like the greatest thing you could possibly hear from him, because
So
that's the way he be.
So for the rest of his legion, he's like that. He's that dad who's very hard to impress, and you can never impress because he expects way too much of you.
Yeah, I'd say so. Except he's just a little bit less violent about it.
Ah, good.
You know what? I'm going to pull a Dorn move here. I'm just going to look at one of you guys that I have no criticism towards at all. All right, ready? Rallo? Okay, moving on.
Good. Glad to hear it. Okay.
Because that's like a lot of the fucking Primarchs, but other ones like Angron, for example, don't take it in stride.
No. What? Angron doesn't take failure in stride? Please tell me more.
All right, GW marketing team, we need to have a name for the angry guy.
Morning, Mart.
We can't just call him angry, can we? No, that's too on the nose.
Yeah, that's too on.
Angron.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
we
ship
did
it!
Ship it! Multi-billion-dollar idea, boys!
No.
So as they were out in the this is a Great Crusade time, right? For another 160 years or whatever the time frame is, he's going around doing the usual Great Crusade stuff. Dorn in particular and the Fists didn't enjoy.
I will also add, there are more of you that I have no criticism towards. There's more of you, but I will not name you all in one day. Perhaps occasionally I will drop a tidbit and just nod at you. I won't give any context. I'll just say one of your names one day in chat and just gently nod. But we'll see. We'll see if that happens. We'll see.
Massive like conquering and holding of the areas they took.
Okay.
Dorn didn't particularly enjoy taking.
Also, one other question regarding this picture. Does the Emperor's like gauntlet, does it have a name too, or is it just like a regular like power fist? Because like I know that his sword went to Gilliman, his shield went to Lionel Johnson, but I believe the Spear of Truth was from him as well. That went to Lehman Ross, right? But does the gauntlet have anything going on about it? Does it go to anybody? Do we know if it's a thing, or is it just what? Dear, my goodness, War Boss. Thank you very much, Goober. Regarding tech heresy, the AdMech believes how you build something is just as sacred as what you build. You need the proper standard template construct detailing the blueprints. Otherwise, your creation is tech heresy. Also, did you know that Angron... You better not be saying Angron is an empath, because I've never heard that. I don't know what even came over me to assume empath was the word that you were looking for, but like... Damn. Tetra MH with the parasocial drip feed? What can I say? I'm your typical e-girl. Actually, wait, no, I'm not. I'm quirky. I'm sorry.
Taking too many recruits from the worlds they liberate him, because he specifically said, I want recruits, not vassals. He didn't like the political responsibilities of governing. He wanted to be a military unit. He will go and fight and liberate and all that, but the afterwards, the politics, the holding, the recreation of the state or whatever, leave that shit to Gilliman.
Okay. All right. So he's like a soldier.
He's a military. I mean, you see his face,
Yeah.
like
he's
Dorn.
like,
yeah.
Yeah, he's not politicking. He's not governing. He's just
More
like,
respect to
okay, we
him.
conquered this place. Let's move on. I got shit to do. I'm not gonna sit here. I'm not gonna, tear up this place. It's time for us to go. Let's fucking move.
I mean, Dorn is literally like when you look at the Imperial Fist, you think of them like standard American military, buzz cuts, the chiseled jawline, like military men.
Right.
That's kind of the fantasy that goes along with this group.
The gauntlet is not named. It's just the Emperor's Lightning Claw. Oh, and it's going to probably go to court. Okay, not going to lie. If that ends up being a book where we get to learn about a little bit more about Corax, in the warp and that whole... Could you imagine how good the book would be if you get a whole story about Corax, Lorgar, the warp, and him receiving the claw? I feel like that's just the foundation for a really, really good book. Unless it already exists and I'm just delusional. But it just sounds like a really good book.
Particularly is just like strong, hard, chiseled military.
Okay.
So after that, after the Great Crusade, all this stuff kind of happening, this is when Dorn was eventually chosen by the Emperor as the person to help create the Imperial Palace, to help build the Imperial Palace, thanks to his incredible ability for defense and fortification.
Yeah, Games Workshop, I know, first of all, I know Games Workshop does know I exist. I've gotten emails from them. But just saying, I think that you have a free idea there for a really good book. You could send me a cool mini. Send me a mini as a thank you. But I think I just fed you a couple $1 million. I swear that book would be very, even as a newer fan, I would buy that because that sounds like an amazing story from what I know. So I think it would slap. So come on, get to it. Give us that book. There's a theory that Dorn might come back with the Emperor's Claw because he's missing a hand. I think Corax would be a better one for writing as far as what people would be interested in. Because from what I've seen as the fan base, I know Dorn I think is more popular, weirdly enough, but I feel like the story of the warp with Corax and Lorgar would be so good. I feel like that would be so good.
That's the joke that we always see in our stupid fucking chat.
Yeah,
in our
it's
stupid
spamming
fucking
right
chatters.
now, dude.
It totally is.
Siege, fortify. It'll be that way until the end of the episode. Sorry to anybody that just popped in.
If they send me a Vulcan mini, I will kit bash it into Erebus. Don't you worry.
This isn't live, also, just because that's another pretty common thing. But, yeah.
Who in the world thinks that Shy can put those images up live?
I mean, man, if she could, we do not pay her enough.
No, absolutely not. She's way too quick at this.
Yeah. Wow, so funny, so quick, so fast.
But the damn I always thought it was kind of funny though, because it's always siege, fortify, and the fortify is the Imperial Fists, but the Iron Warriors are pretty good at that too. I always think the Iron Warriors and the Imperial Fists don't feel like yin and yang. They feel like the same, except just their upbringing and how they're treated is vastly different. Because okay, so Dorn was the one to build the Imperial Palace. Mm-hmm. Dorn was the one who got that job, and this set Perturabo in a fucking fit.
Yeah,
we know that
Purdy.
one.
Purdy, I mean, we talked about Purdy's growing up, not great.
No.
And this Perturabo flew in this huge rage, and he's like, the Imperial Palace wouldn't even be foolproof against my Iron Warriors, my mighty siege masters. And he just went on a keyboard and just started typing all the slurs he could possibly type on Dorn, full on. He was calling him every possible thing. He was doing gamer words.
Damn. He hit him with that bottom
That smile,
smash.
that goddamn
He
smile.
slapped it. And Dorn heard this or heard about this outburst and all this stuff, and he just kind of sat there
You want the chair?
okay.
Seething.
seething. Like Dorn is as brooding and seething often as Perturabo, but he's quieter about it.
He doesn't just let himself fly off the handle. He kind of broods and holds it in and keeps it to himself.
He has like what's that picture?
I'm not gonna lie though, the photo that they always use for Perturabo with the edited smile just makes me like it's probably my favorite like Primarch picture, even though it's a doctored one, because it is so damn funny.
Of like Tim Roth, where it's like face of disgust raising of one cheek eyebrow or whatever.
Tim Roth.
Yeah, remember?
I feel like I should know who that is, but I don't immediately know who Tim Roth is. Am I too much of a boomer for?
This is Tim Roth right here. Disgust.
Yeah, Pretty smiles. I was actually thinking of that reference too when I was talking about the picture. I'm like, when I see that smile now, all I think of is when he gets the weapons of destruction from Lionel Johnson, and Johnson tells him, make sure you get good use out of these, and he says, oh, I will.
Nose wrinkled, upper lip raised.
Okay.
Anyway, the point being is that, Perturabo goes off the fucking handle because he's mentally damaged and his mental illnesses make him lots of problems. Sure. Dorn is very resolved and smart and calm, but he is not above getting angry and he's not above brooding. The two of them are shockingly similar, but opposites, or not opposites, it's say opposites attract sometimes, but like what happens when you put the same magnetic pull on each other?
Repel.
They repel.
Yeah.
Like, Perturabo is a brooding, seething, coping, like, guy who wants to build stuff, and he's really hateful. Dorn is a quiet, brooding, seething, sometimes kind of person, but he had, one, a better childhood, and two...
I feel like Perturabo is like somebody who angrily writes stuff on Twitter, and Dorn is a blue check mark. I feel like Dorn's just a blue check mark, and Perturabo angrily types in his comment section.
Was given significantly better tasks, because Perturabo was like, hey, go fight the Harud forever.
Oh, that's right. He had to fight the Harud, didn't he? Oh, God, those nightmare fucking... They bend time, right?
Yeah, the time was.
Born too late for League of Legends.
Boy, that's unfortunate for him.
So they're very similar, but Dorn takes it in stride.
Dorn's able to he's like the favorite out of the two, anyway.
Well, yeah, somewhat. Perturabo has his problems, but he's able to like he still gets pissed off and stuff. But
looks great.
This
model is actually, I'm gonna keep saying this. This model is one of the only times I'm like compelled to kit bash. Like, I'm not even joking. I think that from the neck down, this model is like 9.5 out of 10. It is so clean looking. I legitimately think it looks great as like a commander piece, right? But it needs something other than that face. It needs something other than that face there. It just doesn't look nearly as good because of it. You can't replicate Old Man Lion with that. I'm sorry.
This is the most important thing I need to hammer.
Peter Turbo is out there making angry posts, and Dorn's all retweet. Perturabo would write a twit longer about Dorn, would reply with K. No. What would happen is Perturabo would write the twit longer, and then Dorn wouldn't acknowledge it, wouldn't reply to it at all. All he would do is press report. He would just go to Google and just do report for like what's the word? Why can't I think of the word? Defamation. All right. Anyway, boop.
About Dorn, like people often ask, why do people like Dorn so much? Why Dorn? He seems generally generic as a Primarch. Maybe not Gilliman generic, but he seems generally really just military man. And it's because Dorn doesn't take no for an answer. He refuses not to get shit done. When the Emperor calls him on to do something, he says, yes, sir. And he fucking does it. Is it a pain in the ass? Sure. But complaining about it doesn't help, so he doesn't.
Oh,
it's like,
okay.
Like, build this thing, Dorn. Okay. and he builds the thing.
Is that one of the main reasons that?
But they don't need beards. I see you saying give him the lion's beard. He doesn't need beards. I think Gilliman's face looks fine. I don't mind Gilliman's model without the helmet, or without a helmet, right? It's not that he needs a beard. It's just that the face doesn't look like a chiseled, like, on the grounds leader, like, face. Like, you would think you'd see something more gruff. And I understand that it's like supposed to be like the like Bricky said earlier, like that stereotypical American soldier, clean shaven, shaved head, or buzzed haircut type of thing. I get that, but for the way that he is like designed, I feel like it conflicts, and I feel like he needs something different with the face for it to work well. I mean, it works well enough. It makes them money, right? It makes GW plenty of money regardless. I just think that I feel like there's something there that you could make better. That's all. He's on the wall. Okay, all right, fair enough.
That the Emperor prefers Dorn over Perturabo because Perturabo is probably going to complain, moan, whine, and bitch about something he doesn't want to do, whereas Dorn is just going to do it.
I don't think Perturabo would ever moan, whine, and bitch to the Emperor himself.
Well, no, but, you know.
I don't actually know. I don't really know of a whole lot of exchanges between Perturabo and the Big E.
Okay.
But I know, like, it's generally just the reason he's so liked is because he is the embodiment of I'll get it done.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
no matter the cost. I'll
no
make
matter
sure
the
it's
cost.
done. Yeah.
Like, I'll get it done, and I'll get it done right. I will not cut a single corner, no matter how difficult it is. Like, if you don't do things right, don't fucking do them.
Okay, so real talk here. That mentality, I think, is the best mentality ever, because nobody ever utilizes it. Like not just in Warhammer, but like in anything, right? I am a really big believer in just you can't cut corners. If you try to make anything a simpler method that takes that neglects a function or a fundamental part of something, it lessens everything. Right? So I honestly believe that mentality is a really, really good trait for him. But again, it makes sense for him as well because of the fact that he's like, you know, doesn't lie, all that yada yada yada. Yeah, Dorn is OSHA. And I don't know. I'm not doing a good job of expressing how I feel about it because, again, I'm trying to think of nuance on 3 hours of sleep. But I think that it lends itself really well to a character in this space. Yeah, if you're doing something right, you might as well do it right, or you end up doing it again. Yeah. Like if you have two paths in front of you, and you could go on path one, but it takes 30% longer, but you know that it is the correct way to do it, and it is a 100% chance success rate, or you take the route to the right, and it's a 50-50 chance, but it can get you there slightly faster. It is, I mean, that's a chance. That's not the right way to do it either. It's not a good analogy. Well, yeah, I'm trying to think of a good way to do it. I guess like following instructions or just trying to eyeball things, right? Following instructions is much better than just eyeballing things and taking a guess. Whatever. You guys get the idea.
That's Dorn.
It is pretty easy to like someone like that just always just.
Oh my God! Thank you. Strider just gave the best analogy. If Dorn was a contractor, he literally be the contractor that you hire, right? Because you have people who I have this exact problem. Right, with my previous contractor, he used a bad piece for the heat switch in the shower, so that the boiler would actually cause the water to be hot enough to melt it, because I guess he used a cheaper piece, and I had to have it changed within 6 months because of what he did. I don't know plumbing. I don't know how any of this stuff works. I just know that when I had my other contractor come to fix it, he explained to me that there was a ring that was put in there that was a very cheap quality one that melted from the heat of the water, like over the course of 6 months. So it was like the water was scalding when we would get it.
Get shit done. Although I could also see the Dorn fan base being very polarizing, because some people really don't like that, like, super ultra Boy Scout, like that super ultra good guy that I always get things done and I always do things right. Drink your milk, eat your vitamins, and say your like. I could see a lot of people just being annoyed at how much of a goody two shoes Dorn comes off as.
I actually don't think he's a goody two shoes.
No?
I think that's a more Gilliman thingy. Dorn,
fair. Yeah.
Dorn is like, because he's not a very complimentary person. Is like, do it right. It's like, sir, what if we did this? Like, no. Don't backtalk me. Do what I said.
Yeah.
He's like,
Okay.
do it the right way or don't fucking do it at all. And is also the fact that Dorn genuinely believes in his cause. Perturabo, despite all of his shenanigans and his fucking smug aura, it feels like he wants to do it a little bit because I don't know, he wants to like prove something, I guess. It's hard. I always felt like Perturabo wanted to be seen. He wanted someone to give him a pat on the back and say, "Damn, Purdy, good job. Good job,
fair,
dude."
After all Perturabo's been through, I could see him wanting to just be recognized and just have someone pat him on the back and be like, "Hey, man, good job."
Someone did. His name was Horace.
I mean, yeah, true, but I think he was hoping for more like, he was hoping for Big E's recognition or the
Yeah.
Imperium's recognition and not traitor legions.
What ROGAL Dorn got was recognition, and a lot of it.
Yeah.
He was the one chosen to build the Imperial Palace. He was the one with like Horace, and Horace literally said, if I ever laid insult to a bastion possessed by you, then the war would last for all eternity. The best of attack matched in the best of defense.
Wow. That's pretty high praise coming from Horus. I mean,
Yeah, because Horace was the king of the assault. And so it was like we would be stuck in eternity because
Sorry if you hear typing. I literally just got a message from the studio that's painting my my Lady Malice miniature, the one that's being custom painted to look like me. So they had to ask a question. I'm very excited though, very excited for this thing. So we'll see. You guys will obviously get to see it when it's done.
the best of my job and you're the best of your job, we would never get anywhere.
damn.
So when Horus became the War Master, Dorn didn't really care. He was like, good choice. Excellent. Very happy with this.
Yeah, I'm sure he was. I mean, he's not going to be jealous, and he probably thinks that Horus is the best person for that job. So yeah, I don't see Dorn having any problem with that, and him just sort of business as usual. Yeah,
Dorn is happy. Dorn believes in everything he does. That's also
Which is
part
good,
of it.
which is
Like
good.
when the Imperium was crumbling after the heresy and stuff, Dorn was still building.
Oh no! I'm not painting this one. Rallo is literally dying on this hill that I did a really good job painting my Asmodai, but I'm like, this one's being done by a professional.
He was like, I'm going to make the Imperium we were striving to make. Like, I am going to do what Father wanted to do. Like, I legitimately, truly believe in our cause. And I will do whatever I can to build it. And like, while everything is crumbling around him, he's still there with his little hammer and his little blueprints, and he's still trying.
he's got his Widow hard hat on. He's got a gold hard hat.
He's got his blankie from his grandfather.
He's got his blankie, and he's just sort of sitting there, putting cement on bricks. And
There's going to be a lot of text-to-speech memes about ROGAL Dorn, I'm positive, in this episode.
Yeah, probably. Also, by the by, I still haven't watched a single episode of TTS that Bricky and Chai haven't forced me to watch. I mean, I say forced, but yeah.
Yeah, the Kaivis Kane one, basically.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
I will say this.
Dorn
as I
is
always
actually
do.
a very...
I will always say this. That is like, I will probably end up watching more of it eventually, but that is like the thing that I am the least interested in watching. In all of the 40k space, the community has actually obliterated my interest in watching TTS. Obliterated it.
Common character. His name is Lord Adornable because he's in this funny little outfit. And he's just a total brick. It's like, Dorn, where were you all this time? I was gone. Like, where?
I was gone.
Away. And you're just like, what the fuck?
Just being truthful, guys. Just being truthful.
He's he doesn't lie and he doesn't understand metaphor and that kind of shit.
He's like Drax.
He's basically like Drax at times. I mean, obviously in the lore he's not. He's much
Yeah, in
he gets it.
TTS he's like Drax.
I'm Oh, I didn't even mention this.
Ooh, that's a
so,
good
well,
art.
first things first. Dorn, and he took his Fifth Legion. He went to Terra, take up garrison duty at the end of the Great Crusade, start building the palace, do that whole thing, become the main garrison. But for this episode, I started reading up on the book, the Horus Heresy book, Praetorian of Dorn, which basically is the events of Dorn versus the Alpha. I got about halfway because it's a 14-hour book, and I wasn't able to finish it for 1 week.
Holy shit.
It's very long. But Dorn as a character, very much stoic, hard, but when he speaks with people, he gives a shit. He, like, with his own sons, like, he may be hard on them, but he genuinely wants to make sure things work out well.
Right. Hard but fair.
Hard but fair. Maybe sometimes a little unfair. He's a hard ass, but I won't lie, the beginning of the book maybe just like the Alpha Legion more because they were doing some fuckery, and it was very cool.
Read it for Dorn, stayed for the Alpha Legion.
It was fun. I didn't get a chance to finish it though, but it's all right. I got what I needed, which is more personality based stuff.
Yeah.
But after he went back to Terra, the Horus Heresy had begun. The assault on Isfahan 5, whichever the one, the drop site massacre.
Yeah.
Eventually, there's a major book, arguably one of the best Horus Heresy books, apparently, called Flight of the Einstein.
Ooh.
And if you'll remember, this is when the famed Death Guard hero, Nathaniel Garrow, took him and some people and fled the Death Guard in order to tell everyone what was happening. The loyalist Death Guard, Nathaniel.
You know, again, I know the cop-out could always be that it's because of the gene seeds, and they are all based off the Emperor of Mankind, yada, yada, yada. So many of these characters have the exact same face. Like a very disproportionate amount have this exact same face with some slight variation. You know? Just you could have BS'd and been like, yeah, this is Lorgar. Yeah, this is Erebus. Yeah, this is Horus. Yeah, this is Alfarius. Yeah, this is, random character number 47. Like, it's they all have the same damn face. And that's the fault of the Einstein. I just read Einstein. That's the fault of the artist, not the fault of the writing. I just don't understand why they all look they're all the same goddamn face. It's almost like they're brother. This guy's not their brother. This is somebody who's part of the Death Guard. This is a Death Guard hero. This is not a Primarch.
Daniel Garrow. The Fly of the Einstein was a very important and arguably the number one turning point of the major Horus Heresy, because without.
Okay, I'm going to say this now, and I'm going to ruin this picture for you. I want you to look at the guy's mouth. The artist made the mouth higher than it should be, so this person has infantile face. This person has literally newborn baby face. Just a really war-torn newborn baby. Now look at this and tell me you can unsee it. This person literally has newborn baby face. I'm just saying. This picture, the way the artist drew this, they gave the mouth just a very high, like, I can't do it on my model. I go a little bit up and down. Ruined? Doesn't he have newborn baby face? Doesn't he? He looks like an infant that's been given a gene seed and like he's now jacked out of his mind, but he still has the baby face. You ruined it? Oh no, what have you done? No. You see it, right? Like, I'm not crazy. You guys see it? You guys see the little baby face on this art? Imagine the artist putting like tens of hours on this, right? And it's just like all these great details. Then you look at the face and it just goes, wah. But yeah, sorry.
He flew the ship back into Dorn and said, hey, yo, problems. Things are going down.
Yeah, if he hadn't warned them.
Hang on. Gotta be right back again. Man, it's one of those days. But okay, that we're good. We're good. Timestamp that again. I just had to. I had to. I had to test the mods. I had to drop a random timestamp without giving you guys warning. Like, boom! I gotta go. mods. Okay, back to the video.
Maybe the Imperium doesn't survive.
Yes, that was it was worrying things. And it was apparently a very, very good book, and I'm told that people should watch or read it. However, this is a great opportunity to discuss the sheer volume of loyalty that Dorn has.
All right.
Let me just say, he did not take this in spades.
Oh, what the Horus Heresy? He didn't take it in spades.
He didn't believe Nathaniel Garrow.
Oh, he couldn't believe that Horus would do something like that. He couldn't believe that like anybody would turn on the Imperium. He thought Nathaniel Garrow was just straight up lying to him.
Oh, absolutely.
Really?
Oh.
Quote. Look at me when I speak to you, Death Guard, snapped the Primarch. These lies you bring into my personal chambers, they sicken and disgust me. That you would dare to say such things about a hero of such maskless character as my brother Horus, it vexes me beyond my capacity for description. He placed a massive finger on the sternum of Garrow's armor. How cheap you must hold your integrity to give up so easily. I weep for Mortarium if a man of such low honor as you could rise to command a company of the 14th Legion. Know this, the only reason I do not tear you limb from limb for your defamation is that I know my brothers will reserve the pleas for themselves.
Okay, couple of things. One, brilliant, savage quote. Two, that shit aged like spoiled milk.
Whoa.
He was not pleased.
He was not happy to hear this. Damn, so he was so loyal to the Imperium and to Horus and Big E that he wouldn't even hear of them turning traitor at first. He was just, damn, I weep for Mortarion that someone like you could lead his ranks. Damn.
That is insane.
Garrow returned with a
baby
simple,
face!
"Are you blind?" statement.
Is that what he said in response?
And Dorn was like, "What did you say to me?" He says, "I rescind my former statement. Get on your knees and accept your death while you still have the chance to die like an Astartes."
Holy shit.
He was
my
not
God!
having it.
Did he really say, "Are you blind?" to Dorn after all that?
He says, "Are you blind?" he whispers. Dorn was thunder incarnate. "What did you just say to me?" It's like, "I asked if you were blind, Lord, because I fear you must be."
Isn't that like the ninja quote? Like, what did you say to me, you little... That one, right?
Anyone struck by such a terrible ailment could be as you are. Yours is the blindness that only a brother might have, of a keen judgment clouded by admiration and respect, clouded by your love for your kinsman, the War Master. And it said, it was not often that ROGAL Dorn's stern mask cracked, but it did so now.
The balls on Garrow, holy shit. After hearing all that from Dorn, like, you couldn't have put it maybe a little gentler? I mean, I guess, you know.
Dorn just said he's gonna kill him. Why would you
news,
make it
and he's
gentle?
gotta make him see.
What is DK smoking? Why would you make that gentle? You're either going to convince him or die. Like, that, there is no alternative in this circumstance. Like, Dorn literally was about to take him out because he's like, yeah, all right, I'm going to get on your knees, I'm going to kill you, right? So either you convince him or you die. What do you mean make it a little bit gentler? Sometimes, okay, I know people like to say DK smooth brain. I don't think DK is smooth brain. I think DK doesn't listen. I think DK literally just phases out during some of these longer stints. And then he attaches himself to keywords. Okay, because I've done that before, so I understand it. It's almost like a coping mechanism. But what comes off to me is that what DK is doing is that if it becomes like a longer explanation of something, he drones off, like his brain goes off into Neverland, and then while he's doing that, he waits for like a keyword. The keyword pops up. all of a sudden he's like, yeah, I'm gonna focus on that. And be like, whoa, that's crazy. Why would he say it like that? Even though they just completely explained it like 2 seconds earlier. And I know that as a streamer, you get streamer brain, content creator, podcast, or whatever. So I understand that there's gonna be some caveat with that, and I know that it happens to me all the time too. But like, I notice it so much with DK. Like, it's straight up, I straight up hear his brain going on a side quest, like playing, like beatboxing to himself. Like, Bricky could be talking about like the most serious thing, and DK's just in his head going, oh, yeah, no, I totally agree with that. No, that's crazy. Why would he do such a thing? That's like, oh my God. Oh, no, why would he say it like that? Couldn't he have been a little bit nicer? That's like the monologue I swear that I get from DK, and I love him, but like that is absolutely the monologue I hear from him.
That Horus has indeed gone traitor, so you got to be a little. But holy shit! Damn,
he was not having it.
A part of me is like,
yeah, I understand that he said it after he was blind, but I'm saying the follow up of when he explained it to DK, like because he said that the "Are you blind?" comment. DK heard that. He then says that Dorn's response was, "I'm going to kill you," and then he then explained afterwards the further explanation or further exposition of saying, "Are you blind? Blah 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 blah. This is your brother. Blah 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 blah." And then Bricky says his facade or his face crumbled, right? Like, and then DK's like, "Oh, couldn't he have been a little bit nicer?" You know. Okay.
Like, yo, did Dorn just straight up kill him and then find out some other way that Horus was actually traitor?
He didn't kill him. No, he's he got stopped by I think it was a Lady Remembrancer or something, and then after that they got some. I think they helped prove her point with some pictures or something that they found.
Oh, they found pictures? That's what I mean.
Okay.
But yeah, he was unpleased.
I bet he was. Holy shit. I mean, Garrow's got some balls on him, man. Talk about doing what you gotta do. Like, good God, talking to Dorn like that?
Yeah, so like I said, Dorn, despite everything, is not above anger. Is not above rage. There's a concept
Did he have to be that angry?
or a statement that's when the Imperial Fists had to break up into separate chapters.
They had to break up into separate chapters?
From the Codex Astartes, that the Imperial Fists had the strength, duty, and valor of Dorn, and the Black Templars had his rage.
Ah, okay.
Ooh.
Because the Black Templars are insane.
In the membrane?
Insane in the brain.
Yeah, Cypress Hill references. Let's go.
Let's go.
Bro, why do the Black Templars have to look so cool but have a fan base that are like toxic as hell? Like seriously. Like that looks so damn fire. But there is no fan base that would want to keep me out of the hobby more than them. But they look cool. Anyway.
Well, even I'm not that old or young.
Yeah. Everybody knows that song. Anyway, Black Templars are their rage, and the Imperial Fist are like his duty.
You said duty.
I said duty. Yeah. His sense of honor and duty, and the Black Templars are his rage.
So we'll kind of schmoove through the next couple of parts here because we've already covered them in some prior episodes, but. To the usual, the Alpha Legion have arrived. They took a year in stasis and just drifted away because they didn't want the warp engines. Their job was to go to Pluto and destroy the astropathing signal, make them all blind, make the Horus Heresy easier.
Yep.
The book is mainly about a character known as Arcamus, who was a major captain of the Imperial Fist Legion and was the commander of a group called the Huskarls.
Ooh.
And the Huskarls are the elite honor guard of Dorn.
God, I hate it.
Okay, cool.
They're pretty dope looking, actually.
All right.
So the Huskarls, the big thing for Arcamus was, this is a spoiler for the book, I mean, whatever, but
That's fine.
during the he was the one who discovered the Alpha Legion's true intentions to sabotage the astropathing signal. The beginning of the actual book is pretty cool. They like did 7 different random Alpha Legion shits and blew up a giant reactor over Terra, and then also jammed all the signals. And so you just had never-ending like feeds and checks coming in. And they jammed the signals by just having the word looper call posted over and over and over and over and over again. And then it was even a little scene where they had a giant orbital station that they leaked an odorless gas into that had this dude's entire body filled with like the mummy style scarabs.
No.
But it was actually just hallucinogenic gas. And so he grabbed like a pipe and he's like, oh, bugs, and started beating his fellow people, and they all started doing that. And then the transmitter just said over and over and over again, we have come for you. We have come for you. And it's like, shit. It's my boys.
It's your boys, it's the Night Lords.
Yeah, so it was like pure just information overload getting to the brain and zapping all the neurons you could. And that's why this guy, Arcamus, leader of the Huskarls, his job was to discern what the fuck they were actually doing.
Gotcha.
And he figured it out, led the assault on the actual planet.
You could tell he's a lefty.
And go to Pluto. Actually dueled it with Alfarius himself for a bit, and then he got fucking shanked.
Of course.
Then Dorn came around, chopped off Alfarius' arms, and then stabbed him with his own spear, and then chainsawed his head. His bald ass head.
Ouch. That sucks. That sucks. I guess he got ahead of himself.
And the episode shy.
I guess he needed better armor.
You know, I mean, fuck you. You know, it's actually interesting how like not many Primarchs die, but this is one of those like clean fucking kills. Like Dorn took the spear stab through his shoulder in order to pin Alfarius in place.
Okay, so let me clarify this, or let me try to seek clarity in this again, because I have not read this book yet. This is on my top list of books that I want to read. Oh, let me finish this first. The Black Templar are fun. They dislike the Codex Astartes, specifically the part where they can't have more than 1,000 troops unless they're on a crusade, so they get around it by always crusading. That's kind of funny. See, I like that. That's kind of cool. But okay, so with the Alfarius book, with the Alfarius Dorn fight, I know people are very polarizing on it, but let's try to discern this. The spear that was used was the Pale Spear, correct? The Pale Spear was used in that fight against Dorn. Not the Custodes Spear, but the Pale Spear. Now, that's from what I understand, right? Because that was the one it used in the fight. I don't remember what the Pale Spear does, but I remember that it's attributed to Omegon, right? He doesn't always have... No, you do not get the super chat an Alfarius joke like that. Alfarius didn't always have the best head on his shoulder. I hate you. I hate you so much. So it does lead us to believe that it's Omegon who died. We don't know for sure, but it does seem like it's Omegon. Which again, Omegon is definitely the more disposable of the two to GW. Because the lore of Alfarius from the book that we learned about the origins and everything that we learned about him being the first Primarch found still has a lot to be worked with to be able to milk for money for GW. Since Omegon was the last one found, there's less for him. So they could easily use him to actually kill a Primarch for a really monumentous point, but still keep Alfarius so they can milk it for more money later. That's kind of the way I see it. If one of them is... I love to theory craft that it's neither of them. But I do think more likely than anything, it's Omegon. And then the element to it... They say he wasn't of one mind, now he is. Yeah, that's true. Wouldn't it be interesting if, like, by killing him, he becomes stronger? Because now, since he was likely divided by the warp, if he just gets the warp essence back somehow... So now he's just a stronger Primarch because both of them are now in one. I mean, there's a lot of options of what they could do there. You know, it's probably a third brother because of the three-head. Oh, Strider! I didn't even think about that. But then no, I think that would piss people off the most. I like the three-headed Hydra, but I think the Hydra is also a reference in and of itself. If cut off one head, another takes its place. You know, so I think that that's possibly how it's going to go. I don't think it's going to be the three-headed Hydra. I think that's really cool, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I think it's a split in two type of twin. I think that if they did three, I think it would piss people off a lot more. I think that the best way they could do this for the sake of the writing is they kill off Omegon, and then they still have Alfarius as a character that they can do stuff. But it could go any way. It could go either way. The thing that I find interesting, though, is that the book is written in the first person. But how do you write a book in the third person where you die? Or is it or is the death in a separate book? I thought that the death of Alfarius on Pluto is in the book that's written in the third person. I could be wrong, obviously. But that I find really interesting. Because a lot of the story that you learn about in the third person book comes from the perspective of Alfarius, but it's actually Omegon. So it really could be a lot of different things. Like I said, I want to deep dive a lot more into him, and I want to learn a lot more about it. So, anyway, the diary. I don't remember which book it is. Like the I Am Alfarius and This Is a Lie book. I don't remember what it's specifically called. I want to get the book. I mean, I want the collector's version, but I'm never getting that. I have my Son of the Forest collector's edition coming. I know I'm not getting any more collector's ones, but yeah, I'm very curious where. Oh no, it gets worse because the new drop site book adds the three-headed Hydra theory. Read no spoilers from me. Yeah, but I thought that is the new drop site accurate? Like, is I heard there was a lot of contradictions of it. I didn't read any of it, nor do I know anything of it. But I heard that there was like a lot of like, it was a lot of theory crafting, right? Rather than anything concrete. There's a Death Row guy actually. Death itself was in another book, but he feels it in a quote with I am. Oh, wait a minute. If he says that I'm alone in the book, then maybe Alfarius is the one who died and Omegon is the one who's still around. Because the book was the first person book talks about the meeting with Horus, and we do know the meeting with Horus was Omegon, not Alfarius. I could literally start going down the rabbit hole of the Alfarius theory stuff for like hours, even with my limited knowledge. So I'll stop it here because I love talking about it, and I need to have this video in a reasonable amount of time. Okay, in Warhammer Fantasy, there's twin characters called the Sisters of Twilight, whose main gimmick is one can't permadie if the other lives. I kind of think that's kind of cool. That's kind of neat. All right, back to the video. Sorry.
Snapped the spear, cut his arms off with a chain sword, shanked him with the spear, and then got him in the face. And it was like,
yeah, that's a clean kill.
It's a very clean, calculated kill, and it's not like the fucking Magnus backbreaker or something.
I mean, I suppose if anybody is gonna get a clean Primarch kill, probably Dorn.
But I'm not sure if it was quite clean, considering that he did it with like a ridiculous amount of chainsaw teeth.
This was another case of clean keyword. Yeah, clean kill, Dorn.
Well, clean as in he didn't like cheat or do anything underhanded. I'm sure that was a fucking mess. I'm sure that was a bloodbath.
Yes. I believe Alfarius was trying to talk to him before that, and he was like, you see how many problems you have with your way of warfare? Mine is better. As in attempting to convince Dorn, he's like, he doesn't realize how much Dorn hates him. Like, fucking despises him.
I was gonna say, why would Dorn listen to Alfarius about anything? Like, he's always hated him, and he's just a bold-faced liar about everything. There's no way Dorn would have anything of anything Alfarius was saying, no matter what. Even if he was like, oh, no, hey, I
don't think that Dorn would ever even consider listening to anybody if his mind is set on something, right? Like, he didn't even listen to the Death Watch captain, right? Like, he had no interest in listening to him, even though it was complete truth. So I kind of don't... I understand that being unyielding is a good character trait for writing, but I would say that that's probably the word described... Like, the best word to describe him is unyielding, both as far as character and strength. So it could be a little bit annoying in circumstances like this where you have somebody who's trying to say, I'm with you on your side, and they're like, no, you're not. I'm going to kill you now.
Love you, brother, and I want to come back to the Imperium. Fuck you. Like, there's no way he'd listen.
He literally had a guy who was like, I'm trying to save the Imperium Horus turned traitor. He's like, get on your knees and die like an Astartes.
Yeah,
Babyface.
Yeah, he wasn't convincing Jack.
Yep.
But after that happened, of course, you had the major defense of the Imperial Palace itself. You know, the big assault, all that stuff. Him, the Emperor, Sanguinius, I believe the Khan also, all teleported over to the big fight. You know, big battle. Sanguinius dies.
Poor Sanguinius.
The Emperor gets mortally wounded, and I believe both Dorn and I think it was the Khan find him in the chambers, and then they escort him and put him on the throne.
Right.
Because so that's the last thing Dorn saw. That was the last time the Dorn saw the Emperor alive, sort of, kind of, was when he put him on the throne, and Malcador turns to dust.
Damn.
But, so, you know, Horus Heresy's over. Everyone flees. We've been through this.
Yep.
The post is the interesting part.
I still love the fact that Dorn looks like Dorn looks like he was already aged for the 40k universe in 30k. He literally looks like he looks older than 40k Lionel Johnson in 30k.
Post Heresy, Dorn is pretty fucked in the head.
I would imagine so. I was gonna ask what Dorn's state of mind is, since he's so honor and duty bound towards like the Imperium and the Emperor, that like having to put Big E on the throne and see like his current state.
I don't understand why he was so upset. It was just a bit of trolling. Alfarius Omega on some other plot device. Last word, citation needed. Thank you, War Boss. War Boss.
And to see the current state of the Imperium, that's gotta be a lot for him to take in.
And yeah, like he genuinely believed that this is his fault.
How?
Oh, does
Because
he?
this is his palace that he was supposed to protect. He is the Praetorian of Terra, the sole protector of Terra, and he, despite like them still surviving and all that, the Emperor is dying or / dead kind of thing. Like,
yeah,
he failed. When Gilliman came with the idea of the second the second founding, and to make all the Codex Astartes, to cut all the Space Marine legions into only 1,000 people chapters, Dorn initially was outraged because he thought the Imperium blamed him for what happened, and he believed that he deserves the blame. But this proposal would be another damaging conflict, and that the the Imperium didn't trust him anymore.
Oh, okay. So he took that as almost a slight against like him.
He was, I think he. It's hard to describe exactly how he felt, but I think it felt like he felt so guilty for everything, and that no one trusted him anymore. Like, like, I fucked up, I failed, and you want me to turn my legion into thousands of groups because you don't trust my legion to be whole and powerful anymore. You do not trust me. And he's like, you know what? I don't know if I trust me either.
Oh, damn. So he is definitely in a very vulnerable state of mind, I guess.
They all have mega depression, I swear.
He like, the one thing that and like that's the thing that's really hammer hone about Dorn, is that he fucking believes in the Imperium. He believes in what the Emperor wanted. He still does, and he's there with his hammer. Sanguinius is fucking dead. His dad is barely kept alive by tubes. Half of his brothers are gone and ready to come back and try to murder them again. Like, and then it gets worse.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I could see
Gilliman
him not being able to
gets
cope
stabbed
with
by a
this,
poisoned
with the type of
blade by
personality he
Fulgrim,
is.
and is then eventually put into stasis. The Khan goes in the webway and is never seen again. Corvus Corax and Russ disappear into the warp.
Oh, man.
He's there with his hammer, and every so often it's like a time lapse, and all the brothers around him just fade over and over again.
That's so sad.
Oh, God. That's...
He has survivor guilt. Yeah.
Yeah, that's that sucks for him.
So,
boy, he's got to be very you could probably tattoo damaged right on his forehead.
Let's stay away from Jared Leto's island, please.
Fair. So is Dorn is still around in current 40k times?
So this is before all the other Primarchs bailed or went away or whatever happened. He was trying to figure out what the hell to do. And so he decided to put on something called a pain glove.
Oh boy, the pain glove. I've heard about this.
Yes, it is a giant body glove of just sheer fucking pain.
Why?
And ROGAL Dorn believes that pain helps scour the body of impurities.
Oh god,
which
he's one of
goes
those.
along with his raising, because it's like, hey, if you break, you and your people all die. So he made sure that I'm gonna try to make
You ever see the Da Vinci Code, right? And you have Silas, I don't know how I remember his name, Silas with the cat of nine tails on his back, and he was just like literally whipping himself. That's that kind of vibe.
you break, because I want you to be unbreakable.
Sure.
The thing about Dorn is that his literal existence stopped psychic powers around him.
Wow.
Like, he wasn't a
Yeah, I was gonna say so you said that he's got some Slanesh in him. I don't think any of the Chaos Gods would want him. I feel like they would be bored with him.
blank. He just had such this fortress of willpower, this mind of steel, that Magnus, you couldn't get in it. People can't read his minds. He is a fucking wall. He is a mental fortress.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
He's unshakable and unbreakable. And he was like, I don't know what to do. Magic pain glove. Tell me what I must do. So he spends 7 days in this thing, trying to give himself some kind of pain-induced vision to try to figure out what the hell he should do. And so he decided that the only way to fix himself and his legion is a salvation through pain and self-sacrifice. And so then he said, Perturabo, I'm coming for you.
Oh, so he was Korn's second choice because Angron the Empath was number 3, right?
And Perturabo's like, ooh, my iron fortress, the iron cage. Ooh, you dared attack my fortress? Come on, Dorn, you pussy.
Oh no, and then he gets bodied.
And then he gets bodied, yes.
He gets fucking bopped, and so did the Imperial Fist. And what, it takes them like forever to like. They're still not fully replenished, are they?
I think if Dorn wanted to go full stop, he could have taken out the Iron Warriors and the Iron Cage, but he probably would have cost him his life. And so Gilliman arrived there, and he was like, bro, back up.
What are you doing?
Stop.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's not worth it. So,
See, even though there's similarities again for like the whole brother thing, right? Gilliman does not suffer from same face complex. Maybe it's because they gave him hair. I don't know. But I do feel like they gave him enough discerning features that make Gilliman look like Gilliman rather than generic bald Primarch number 4. It just there is something about him, and again, I know that he was the protagonist as far as the marketing, so I get it. But he was a little different enough so that he didn't look the same.
obviously, yeah, they took like 80% losses or some crap like that. Like an insane amount of their people died.
Jesus. So Dorn has been around this whole time, right? Dorn still exists, right?
So, Dorn was one of the most long-lived of the Primarchs. Like I said, he was there, this little hammer, and people kept going away.
And his
more
blankie.
and more and more, and his blankie. Eventually, the first Black Crusade by Abaddon arrived, and eventually he had launched an attack, a final attack on the bridge of their Chaos flagship called the Sword of Sacrilege.
Wow. Okay.
And Dorn ended up being cornered in this fight. And once the Imperial Fists made it back to the actual place, they found no sign of Dorn anywhere. And the only thing they found was his left hand.
Bum, bum, bum.
Oh, really?
A severed left hand of Dorn on the ground.
So no.
Oh, it's the left hand too. Wait a minute. So whoever said that the Emperor's Gauntlet or the Thunder Gauntlet, that was on his left hand too, wasn't it? I can see why there's a theory for that.
Nobody knows what happened to Dorn, huh? They just found a severed hand and no body?
The attempted the only idea of what happened we know is that was what Conrad Kurz saw when he shook hands with Dorn, which is seeing Dorn violently swinging against like 100 Astartes, tearing him down. And being ripped limb from limb.
So Dorn is gone. And
We don't know.
so theoretically Dorn could at some point come back.
We believe that Dorn is dead. He was torn to pieces and it took like 100 Astartes to take him down. He was like ripping people up, but eventually
no
he
way
got
that's never gonna be
overwhelmed
elaborated on.
and he was
Like literally, there's no way that they're gonna have a Primarch death not like if he actually is dead. They're going to milk it so aggressively to make money. There is no way. He's like written off like Ferrus Manus.
torn to bits, and the only thing left is the left hand, which was then taken back by the Imperial Fists, and they actually like scrimshaw the names of their chapter masters like on the bones of the hand. It's like the holiest icon they have. The hand.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
called the
yeah,
Hand of Dorn.
Yeah.
So we don't know. He is missing, presumed dead. If Conrad Kurz is to trust, which he's not, then we would assume that yes, he is dead. However, Conrad Kurz was also a little crazy.
But Zarx, you have to remember, at the end of the day, it's all about making money. GW's goal is not to be a great storyteller, it's to make money. So what their goal is going to be is if bringing Dorn back and making a new miniature and reviving the Codex and bringing back, because they're bringing back every Primarch, it looks like, little by little. So, like I said, if it makes them money, I don't think that they care. And I think that they'll do it.
Just a smidge, just a little bit of crazy, yeah.
So we don't know. We assume he is dead, but I think most people believe.
More recently, Black Templars were having holy visions of Dorn, if I remember correctly, with a hand of fire, almost Legion of the Damned style. Ooh, that's pretty cool.
That Dorn is not dead, and we just need to wait for them to bring Dorn back.
Yeah, that sounds more plausible for like a GW thing. Because, I mean, if they ripped him to bits, why'd they only leave his hand? Well, and wouldn't there be, like, big old blood splotches and guts hanging out everywhere? If he was ripped to shreds? I mean, there would be more evidence of him getting torn to pieces.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they could have taken the pieces.
I guarantee you, just because what Penn said, right, about bringing the Emperor back, or if they making the Emperor a Muppet, yeah, and stuff. I legitimately think if GW found a tangible way, in any tangible way, to squeeze out the Emperor being alive and getting off the throne and having a miniature in 40k, I think that they would, because the amount of money they would make would be astounding, but it would piss off the fan base to no end. It would piss off the fan base to no end. Because it wouldn't even just be the gatekeepers, right? Like the gatekeepers who get angry over the female custodies over like one line of text being that like it was of the sons, right? But like that I understand. Not, it's a retcon, it annoys people. Yeah, whatever. I get it. But it's mostly gatekeepers who don't like that, and they get really angry about it. And again, some people don't like it, and again, I don't care either way. I don't give a shit about custodies, male or female. Don't give a shit about them. But my point is the Emperor coming back would piss off, I think, like 3 out of 4 fans. I feel like 3 out of 4 fans would, like, so a good 75% would be annoyed with the idea of the Emperor coming back, because the point of him being dead is kind of what puts a lot of 40k in motion. Yeah, you know, I would assume people would be really, really annoyed, right? I I do think that they're trying really hard to give people more Emperor, which is why they're giving the weapons out, why they let him possess the body of Gilliman to destroy Mortarion. You know, things like that I could see them doing because they're really trying. They're really trying to just be like Emperor of Mankind. You know, just gonna squeeze it in there. You know, it's just kind of the vibe that they go for. Honestly, I would die immediately. I would quit 40k, not because I'm mad about the lore, but because I don't want the arguments of people saying, no, I can't lose because the Emperor is in my arm. Yeah. Okay, all right. I think Khan will be the next loyalist Primarch. I will tell you this. If the Khan Primarch, if the Khan miniature is even just a 7 out of 10, I'm going to definitely get it. Because I like Khan. I think Khan's really cool. And I cannot wait to see what he looks like in 40k. Because the jump for the line, I mean, the line was already great, but that glow up. Oh, God, it's so good. All right. Like I said, the last thing I will say about it before we continue, like my theory that will piss people off that I could see GW doing. And I don't want this to happen. Let me clarify this before anybody who watches this video and starts typing in the comment section that what I said is outrageous. I said this in a previous video. I think it was one of the ones that I put members only. And I don't want this to happen. I have to clarify that. I could legitimately see them try to find a way to bring back Sanguinius because they would milk that for so much money. And it would succeed in making them money, even past the anger. See, bringing back the Emperor of Mankind, as far as business would go, would be catastrophic because it would just upset everybody. Except for, like, really diehard Emperor fans, right? But, like, him being dead's really important to the universe. Even though Sanguinius' death is important, they would bypass the ire of the community because of how much casuals and just people in general like Sanguinius. So making Golden Angel Boy another 40k figure, like, yeah, I'm gonna tell you that if Sanguinius, I could see, as much as I don't want it to happen, because like I like some characters being dead. Sounds terrible. Sanguinius becomes a better character by not being around anymore. His story becomes that much better by him not being around. You bring him back, and it takes away a lot of the oomph of the character, but I could see GW doing it to make money. You could even like come up with some crazy ass warp story where like Khorne finally got his way in Sanguinius at the last second or something like that, and he's actually been like brooding for 10,000 years in Khorne's domain. I wouldn't want that. No, I know Sanguinius is dead. I'm saying is that I could see GW trying to come up with an excuse to make him come back and try to come up somehow, some way to bring him back because of how much money it would make GW. I do not want that to happen. Even when I explain this, people still comment, I swear. I do not want it to happen, and I am saying his death is important. I am just saying that I could see GW doing it more likely than the Emperor of Mankind, because they could BS their way to do it. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying is I could see that being some crazy story that they write that would set everybody off and people would still buy it. Everybody who's still angry about it would still go and buy it. Because at the end of the day, that is what GW cares about. I'm sorry, GW. I'm sorry. Please don't come bringing the kibosh down on me. I'm just saying is I understand that is business. All right. Going back.
And maybe done some demon shit. Who knows?
Demon Dorn, let's go.
Demon Dorn missing his hand.
Yeah, the double D.
Oh God.
Give him that double D's, baby. Demon Dorn, let's go.
I don't want double D's involving Demon Dorn.
Double D's with Demon Dorn. Let's go. Slanesh got him.
Oh Jesus.
Slanesh got Dorn.
Damn it.
That's my new champion.
It sure is great.
All right, I'm gonna leave a horrible image in yourself. All right, imagine Slanesh got his way with Slanesh got her way with Dorn, and you see Dorn coming onto the battlefield like a full BDSM suit, like with the nipple rings. Thank you. Welcome. Well, I hope you enjoyed my my scarring image for the day. Sanguinius returns to life when GW gives the Sanguinius Guard their wings back. DK, no, stop it.
Being ROGAL Dorn in a bowling alley. I hope nothing strange and sus happens to me.
What's that? Why is that blue bowling ball looming?
It's just Perturavo's face.
Go look up Slanesh Generals.
Oh god, that meme is awful.
Yes, it is.
I was gonna ask, so Dorn was around.
Hello. Have you already heard about the fan animation movie based on the Black Templars called Hell's Reach? It's a famous piece of 40k lore and emotionally charged. Also glad you got the book. Thank you so much, Connor. Yeah. Well, the book's not here yet. I'm like jumping out of my seat. Throne did make me pay an additional like $90 for the shipping because apparently that didn't count. But like I was so excited. I'm like, no, I need to get this. I'm so excited. But yeah, no, I've heard about Hell's Reach. To be honest with you, I've steered really far away from Black Templar content because of how aggressive they've been in my comment section. I do really want to see read about Hell's Reach. I do really want to. I do want all the content I can possibly enjoy. And Hell's Reach is one that's been heavily recommended. So at some point, I probably will just suck it up and do it. And I'm sure it's great. But for the time being, I've kind of steered away from Black Templars because I feel like if I react to the content of Black Templars, I feel like I'm opening the door and being like, hey people, you wanna throw some nasty comments my way for no reason because I'm watching your favorite chapter? Yeah, it's just not worth the headache. I gotta take care of a newborn. I don't want to deal with Black Templar fans. Hell's Reach makes you forget they're Black Templars. Really.
Up until like the first Black Crusade, right?
The first Black Crusade of M78 or 781 M31. So I think another, was that 600 years?
So by this point, are people worshiping the Emperor as a god, or does that come way after?
If you guys really want me to watch it, I will. As long as it's also not gonna get me copyright struck like space, like what is it, Space King did.
I think it's the beginning of it, but it's not fully blown out yet.
Okay, because I was gonna say, like, how does that happen if Dorn is still around and Dorn is like the biggest fan of Big E in the Imperium? How the fuck did he let it get to be the way it is? But if he dies right around when it first starts getting going, that kind of makes sense.
I know that there's an excerpt of good old Gilliman.
Way to include Sanguinius to make him an illusion possession tied to the Blood Angels mentally. That's kind of a cool idea. Again, I still think it would piss people off, but I still think it would make them money.
Screaming at a priest.
Look, you actually looked up Slanesh Generals, I'm sorry.
Which was genuinely enjoyable to read.
I bet Gilliman has had his fair share of screaming at priests, being like, no, this isn't what he wanted! You're fools!
Gilliman was like ready to snap the priest's neck. He was like, I am ready to kill you if you keep this shit up. But that's a
Gilliman probably has that a lot.
Yeah, nowadays he's not enjoying himself. But no, Dorn, as far as we know, is presumed dead, most likely alive because that's the GW thing.
Yeah. You know how much money they would get if they brought back Dorn?
I mean, pick one, dude. Dorn, the Khan, Corvus Corax is a demon bird, Vulcan, Leman Russ. There's so many options.
True. Dorn seemed, well, I guess that's true. Any of the Primarchs, you bring any of them back, and it's probably going to be a fucking gold mine. That's fair.
Yeah. Dorn, but Dorn as a character, like, you want yourself, you're immovable, complete, like, duty-bound, get shit done, motherfucker. That's
Get
Dorn.
her done.
Get her done. That is Dorn. His Legion is that in its entirety. It is all about duty and strength and get it done and get it done right. There's no point in doing something wrong just to do it, get it done faster. The true belief that the Imperium can be what they hoped it could be at the time, and the tragedy of
Sorry, what
All
was
of
that,
his
Zinz?
brothers
Can't hear
slowly
you.
going
Can't hear you in the
away as he
rafters.
still keeps trying to build his castles and sleep with his blankie.
His little blankie. Now I can only imagine when Dorn goes to sleep, he's got his little blankie and he has to suck his thumb.
I mean, shit, man.
Check to see if anybody's looking and just...
I mean,
miss
shit.
you, Grandpa.
Shit, man. I mean, fucking Dorn. All right, that's fine, man. He's been through the ringer.
Yeah, he can do whatever the fuck he wants. He's been through some shit. And he's done some shit, so he's earned a little vulnerability.
He really has. Dorn is... He may not have as much of like an in-depth lore of his childhood and stuff, like say Angron or Kurz, or perhaps like Perturabo and all that, but like the Khan, it's about what he does afterwards. That's the true interest.
Yep. Same with Horus, right? It doesn't matter how he was brought up, it matters what he did with the Horsey. Or the Horsey.
The Horsey.
The Horsey! The Horsussy!
Oh, what?
He's Horsus!
He is Horsus. Alferus sus.
Yep. Horsussy actually in my head is like, oh no, that could be way more cursed than just Horus. Anyway, that's not. Anyway. So, Dorn.
God damn it.
Dorn, man. Dorn.
Dorn. Good old Dorn. Dorn is he's the Praetorian of Terra for a reason. He's the strong, tough, mentally unbreakable demigod. He clad in gold fucking eagles.
Yep.
And truly a bastion of that power.
Yeah, he sounds like a badass, but I will say nothing you have said today has convinced me to believe that he can read. Yeah,
I knew it. I knew it was coming.
Nothing you have said to me today convinces me that he can read. He might be able to build very well. He might be able to look at pictures on a blueprint and replicate them, but you have not proven to me that he is literate yet.
You know, Nathaniel Garrow eventually literally had a message that said, I am a traitor, signed Horace Lupercal. And he was like, what does this even mean?
This sign's not going to stop me. I can't read it.
You fucking liar.
There you go. So, still canon. Good.
Love that.
Good. Like it. I like it a lot.
There are so many goddamn fucking times where he's just been screaming at people. This entire Fly of the Einstein excerpt looks so insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dorn can read this. He'd be so
It's
angry.
so funny. It's like
Dorn.
he's like you must hear Nathaniel out. It's like you dare to give me an order, a relic who should have been retired centuries ago. You dare to do so.
Dorn.
He's so fucking mad.
He comes across so much like Drax, with just sort of, you know, he's so literal, and just I don't know. I could see Batista playing a great Dorn in like a 40k movie.
I feel like Josh Brolin would do a really good job as Dorn.
Oh yeah, Josh Brolin would do a good job at anything.
Who would be good at Dorn?
That's not fair. Like,
yeah,
he'd be a good anything. You put the makeup on that fool.
He's got the rugged like nature.
I mean, I already have like it pegged who I think would be the perfect Lionel Johnson. All right. Just saying, Gerard Butler or Jetted, right? Doesn't he say Jetted? Jetted Butler. He would be perfect. Just not because I fangirl a bit. I mean, actually, no. Wouldn't Charles Dance actually be the best one? Because we always joke about Charles Dance looks like the Lionel Johnson. So I guess Charles Dance would be a better choice. But man, I want Charles. I want Gerard Butler to be in a Warhammer movie. I'm biased. I'm so biased. It's not even fair. Who could we shoehorn him in as? No, I don't want to see Batista. I don't want to see Batista either. Yeah, Charles Dance is a much better choice. Also, the delay's gonna happen now, and everyone's gonna be like, "What do you mean, not Charles Dance?" Yeah, yes, Charles Dance, absolutely. Yeah, of course, Charles Dance, Sean Bean Dorn, yeah, Charles Dance, 200%. Yeah. But I still want Gerard Butler. I just love him. I love him so much.
To him, and I can imagine Josh Brolin yelling to be quite terrifying.
I know neither of the two. You don't know Gerard Butler? He's from 300. Like he was also in Gamer. He was also in what was it called? The Olympus Has Fallen series. Inside Man. There's so many good movies. He's such a good actor. No, I don't think for Roos or for us. Man, I don't know. I don't know. He'd be a great... You know what? I'll take it. If I can get him in a movie with it, I'd be all for it.
I'm not sure why, but if they cast Dorn, I just imagine they would cast fucking like John
Mads
Cena
Mikkelsen
to
is
play him.
amazing.
I think it's because he looks like him.
Yeah. He's a sort of stern military, you know. He's fairly good at being,
I know what someone
I was
want
going to say
Let me see if I can
uncharismatic
find it.
because I hated him in WWE, but whatever.
Remind me the name of the It Was Me Austin guy.
Vince McMahon.
I want
Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
I want Vincent McMahon to play like Lord.
Okay, no. You know what I want? I want Alfarius played by Troy Baker. I want Alfarius played by Troy Baker. He plays unhinged people like that. Actually, Troy Baker would be really good at Conrad Kurz. Forget what I said about Alfarius. Conrad Kurz as Troy Baker. Imagine, after what he did as Higgs in Death Stranding, he would be the best Conrad Kurz. Like, the best Conrad Kurz. 300 came out in 2007. Oh, now I feel old. Oh, I feel so old. Why would you do this to me? No. Young Christopher Lee. Cadlord, go look up Charles Dance. It literally is him.
It was me, Austin.
It was me, Erebus.
It was me all along. Oh God, we're off the rails.
We're always off the rails. All right, Shy. This time, well, actually, let's. You know what? Should we? If we're Dorn, we need to. If we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it right this time.
Oh, okay.
All right. Thank you all so much for watching this episode of Adeptus Ridiculous. My name has been Bricky. You can find
My
me
name has
at
been
Bricky,
Bricky.
either on
He's
Twitter,
no longer
Bricky
Bricky.
IG
He
on
was
Instagram,
Bricky.
or you can
He's
check out my
Bricky in the
YouTube
past
channel
tense.
where I make videos and stuff on Bricky or streams, which I do every couple days a week. DK, where can they find you?
Wow, we haven't done a proper outro.
I know.
I'll let this play first, but before we play this, I have to say this. Just for the thoughts. What if we got Jack Black to play Horus for a Horus Heresy movie? He could literally come and be like, I am Horus.
Forever. I'm DK Diamantes. You can find me at DK Diamantes everywhere except on Instagram, where I'm real DK Diamantes, because my name keeps getting stolen. The first guy that took it gave it back to me. Some corporation took it as soon as he gave it up. Anyway, DK Diamantes everywhere. Except.
And you can find Shy at Quiet Shy.
The School of
various
Heresy.
things. She also runs our social media, so if you ever want to yell at Shy, yell at Shy.
Yeah, yell at Adeptus Ridiculous. Ad Ridiculous, actually.
Yeah.
Ad Ridiculous, yeah.
Jack Black can play Little
Magic
Horus
Pain
though.
Tell me
Please
what
no
that bowling
C's.
ball
What do you
will do.
mean? Oh my god! All right, that was fantastic. Oh, that was so good, so good. I actually like Dorn a lot more than I thought I would. He's like not towards the top, but he's certainly not towards the bottom. He's like floating in the middle. Quite a few of them are, but like he's right in the middle. As always, thank you for watching, and if you like the content, please consider leaving a like and subscribe. Until next time.